Hi. Hello. Did you say I'm tall? Thank you. I'm also black. I don't know. Are you the police? What's going on? Yeah, hi. Hello. Howdy. I feel like these glasses make me look like the first black student at Hogwarts. You know, like real Jackie Robinson and Quidditch vibes. You know what I'm talking about. I remember growing up, me and my younger brother, we used to be really into Harry Potter. We would take these online quizzes to see what house we belong to. We were like, oh, are we gonna be, Slytherin, maybe Gryffindor? Tell me why that joint said Baltimore Ravenclaw. It's like, lucky guess, BuzzFeed, lucky guess. I'll be 35 years old in a couple months. Yep, that's how I feel. No, it's not good. It's not good. I'm still single, no kids, so probably gonna be a stepdad. I have all the vibes of a fantastic second husband. That's me. That's me. Because this, if you don't know, this used to be hair. And when my hairline was down here, I'd say stuff like, oh, I don't know if I could date a single mom. You know, a woman with kids. I don't know. Up here is like two-step kids isn't a lot, you know? They're close enough in age, they're wearing all the same stuff. God forbid I lose any of this up top, I'll fix foster care. I don't know. They'll stay with me, I don't care. But yeah, I've been on the dating apps, Hinge. Yeah, Hinge in Minnesota. A lot of Lutherans. It's been fun. I think my type is tall women. They have a nice feature where you can filter like 5'8" and above. So mostly Polynesians. Yeah, my baby mom's gonna look like The Rock. I'm telling you. The lovely couple here, she be stealing your hoodies in this cold weather, stealing some of your shirts. Sometimes I'm wearing my ex's shoes. You see it. That's really my game plan, to just have tall kids. I don't have a 401k, but son in NBA 2K, maybe, you know. Trying to figure it out. My grandpa, this is true, he had 20 kids. Yeah, busy man. I feel like at 20 kids, you're single-handedly destroying the environment, you know? It's like, it's getting really warm in February, Grandpa, stop. Leads to a strange family dynamic. You know, like I have 5 step grandmothers. I have an uncle that's younger than me. I have an auntie who's younger than me. You know, I have an aunt who played tetherball today. Age appropriate. So I'm from Los Angeles, and we have a very, thank you. Are you from LA or just, oh, what part of Los Angeles are you from? Burbank. Okay, that's not really Los Angeles. No, I'm just kidding. I love Burbank. The WB, yes? Okay. And now you're here with your people. Cool, okay. But I don't know if you would know about this, but the high school basketball scene in LA is pretty tough. Yeah, not in Burbank. But where I grew up, basketball was pretty tough. I remember playing a lot of basketball games against future professional NBA players. That was a common occurrence. I remember one game, this is when I still thought I could go to the NBA. I remember running to the pregame huddle and trying to hype up my team. I'm like, come on, y'all, we could do this. They bleed just like us, they human just like us. I was like, we could do this. So the game tips off. They immediately go up 20 points. Coach calls a timeout. I run back to the huddle. I'm like, come on, guys. We're going to have to learn Microsoft Excel. We can't do it. It looked like Space Jam out there. We ain't got this. You ever give up on your dream at halftime? He dunked on 3 of my teammates. I was like, let me go work on this mixtape, dog. I can't even. Y'all know I got asthma. I shouldn't even be out here for real. Yeah, growing up, they used to call me Bron. Yeah, bronchitis. And It's not funny, that's my life story, man. I have nightmares about that, man. Y'all could probably tell by looking at me and my overall vibe that I flew in on Spirit. Yes, ma'am, that's the flight attendant. Thank you, good to see you again. Spirit, I like buying my flights a la carte. This is my favorite airline. Everybody complain, they upcharge you for everything, they upcharge you for the carry-on. I just wear all my clothes. Like, come on. I was in the exit row wearing 3 jean jackets. We're good. They upcharge you for water. They could charge me for air, you know? It could be like oxygen is $3.99. It's a short flight. I'll hold it. 32 bucks got me from Los Angeles to Detroit one time. Yeah, 32. That's 2 Chipotle bowls, man. 32 bucks. Got me from Los Angeles to Detroit, which is crazy because I was headed to Canada. 32 bucks, I'll walk the rest of the way. I don't care. I don't mind the cold. I'm wearing all my jean jackets already. That's how that works. In Judaism, they have a pilgrimage called Birthright, where like you turn 18 and you like go to Israel, get in touch with your roots. In Islam, they have Mecca, which is another pilgrimage. I feel like black people should also have a pilgrimage to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like on my 18th birthday, I should have got some lemon pepper wings, a lap dance, and found out who I really was. Because I don't know if you know this, but Atlanta is kind of like a Tyler Perry movie, right? If you're not familiar with Tyler Perry, his movies are basically like the cast is 99% black with like 1 token white person. So pretty much the opposite of this. Thank you. One of my favorite tropes recently has been when rappers said their teachers never believed in them. That's like a popular lyric, which I find funny because it's like, yeah, bro, you sold drugs. Like, yeah, they were right to not believe, kind of. Right. And I feel like because of like these nerdy glasses, I kind of had the opposite effect. I had teachers that believed in me too much. Right. I remember in high school, Barack Obama got inaugurated for the first time, and we watched it in the classroom. We were watching it on the screen in the classroom, and my teacher, she kept looking at me. She was like, "That could be you someday." I was like, "Oh, that could be you." I was like, "Lady, I'm about to drop out. I don't want to be here." So, stop calling my mom talking about advanced classes. Because the thing is, I don't even think I was that smart back then. You know, I think I was just the first student to say, "May I use the restroom?" instead of "Can I?" And she was like, "He's the one." Call NASA. You know what I find kind of funny is that like, you could book an international flight, right? And you could just cancel that on your phone. But I have to like talk to the CEO of fitness to cancel a gym membership. Doesn't make sense. Like it's a cult, they won't let me out. Because I remember canceling on Delta, they didn't ask any follow-up questions. They just said, "All right." That one needs some work. I'm happy to be here. I'm having a great time. It is all good. Just like Burbank, California. Yes, okay. All right, we'll talk after the show. Did they sit the black people here on purpose, or it's just my family's here? I swear to God, I haven't seen black people in 36 hours. I've been here. I'm just kidding. My Uber was Somali. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Okay. I lost somebody close to me recently. O.J. Simpson. The juice is expired, and it's kind of a crazy thing to think about, right? Because his athletic career was so good. Like, he made it to the NFL Hall of Fame, and that's what none of us thought about when I mentioned him. It's kind of wild, you know? It's like, how many people would Shaquille O'Neal have to murder before we're like, okay, Shaq the cereal? Or the opposite way, like how many touchdowns would Jeffrey Dahmer have to score before like, all right, bro's wildin', but my fantasy football team is eating right now. Are we having fun over here, guys? Yes, one guy clapping, thank you. That's why I got into the biz. Autism. You're wondering, I don't know. Oh. This is a real fact. Autism is diagnosed 4 times as much in boys as it is in girls. And the reason is due to something called masking, which I think kind of makes sense. If you look at society, right? You look at a young guy who might be a little awkward, quiet, you know, has a rock collection, thinks he's a wizard. And you're like, oh yeah, bro got a little bit of teasy for sheezy, you know? But conversely, you look at a lady who's a little awkward, quiet, collects gems, sells literal witchcraft on Etsy. And everyone's like, this is the most neurotypical woman in Minnesota, you know? Just a normal witch, guys. You know? Because, miss, how you doing? Would you say your top love language is physical touch?
No, acts of service.
So it's not physical touch? Acts of service, because you have sensory issues. That's why you don't, it's not crowd work, that's a clinical diagnosis. What do you mean by acts of service, though? What kind of acts of service, though?
Oh, just because I do a lot of things for people
Yeah.
with my job, so it's just nice to have that reciprocated.
Oh, okay, reciprocation, that's awesome. What do you do for work?
Executive assistant.
Executive assistant. Well, you're assisting me right now. Thank you. Cool. I'll wrap up with this one. But y'all been having a good time? Thank you. All right. I think Planned Parenthood is an ironic name. This is my act of service. I think it's an ironic name because, you know, very few people plan to be there. And parenthood, chlamydia. Everybody there has chlamydia, it's true. I feel like if you spell chlamydia without using autocorrect, you probably have chlamydia. That'd just be the test. You walk in the clinic, you're like KL. They're like, you ain't got it, get out, get out. You know? It's interesting that there's such a stigma around it because it's a true statistic. I read this. 1 out of every 50 people has it. Yeah, that's a real, I know you're eating, but that's a real stat that I read that in the Bible. Moses in the burning bush. If you're not laughing right now, I think you should get tested immediately. Hey, but y'all have been great, Minnesota. That's my time. I'm Amo Manny. Appreciate you.